John Morant, I mean this in the most respectful way possible. You're just not very smart. John Morant, do you want to be a basketball player or do you want to be a gangster and thug? Which one? You can't be both. Well, this was not the video I planned on making today, and first things first, let me say this while I'm thinking about it. I do apologize. I am slightly late to this topic. As most of you know, it's Mother's Day, and me, myself, I was spending my morning with my mom. By the way, shout out to all the moms out there. Y'all doing an incredible job. You deserve this day. If you're a mom watching this, I want you to know I appreciate you. Anyways, getting back on track here, I was spending the morning with my mom because I had a busy day later, and well, what do we know? I'm getting blown up all over on Twitter and Instagram. My phone's going off left and right. Ding, 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 and I'm like, no, I'm not looking. I'm trying to spend this moment with my mom, and eventually I get some time and I look at it, and yeah, this happened. And by the way, major shout out to you guys. I'm going to throw up some of the notifications. You guys are on it. Whenever there's something going on, you send it to me, you tag it to me. It means a lot because it helps on the channel a ton. And honestly, when I first saw this, my immediate reaction was, wait, what? You know that facial expression where you turn your head sideways and you kind of got to zoom in on something on your phone? Yeah, that's how I was. I was like, whoa, wait a minute, hold on. Let me make sure this is current news because didn't we just have a situation like this? And yeah, we did have a situation just like this. What was it? Was it between 6 and 10 weeks ago? It wasn't that long ago. And I'm sure some of you guys, you remember those videos where we talked all about it. And maybe you remember this video right here, Matt, pop it up, where I said John Morant is a certified cornball. I think some people think I'm trying to be funny or disrespectful or trying to even hate on him. I'm not. I mean that. He's a cornball, and if the first time didn't prove it, this most certainly does. He did it again, and I don't want to scream. I don't want to go on a rampage and tangent in this video, but it might happen. Matt, calm down. It's not good to scream. It's not good for your health. I got a lot to say, and we've got a lot to talk about, as always. If you're new to the channel and you like content like this, consider subscribing and join our community. We got one of the best communities out there. Shout out to everybody that is already subscribed. All right, Matt, blah, blah, blah. Shut the crap up. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. All right, let's get straight into it. I don't got time to waste. You don't got time to waste. I got a busy day. To give you some context on this situation, because context is always key, today's Sunday. This video clip, this Instagram live, it happened on Sunday night, or it looks like Sunday afternoon. Because from the way it looks in the video footage, it looks like the sun is about to go down. I'm sure by this point in time, you guys have seen the video footage. I'm not even going to show you the video footage because, one, it's very choppy. There's nothing even to see. The main important thing in this video footage is that your boy Ja Cornball Morant was brandishing a gun yet again. Now come on, you guys know this on YouTube. The guidelines are very strict. I cannot show you the gun, but I'll just blur it out right here. Also, on this Instagram live, it only had a whopping 112 people viewing it. Yes, nothing like showing how gangster and cool I am, then live streaming me singing along to NBA Youngboy brandishing guns to 112 people. You can't make this up. And maybe I'm the cornball, maybe I'm the weirdo. I just don't understand. Let's say you are a gangster. Let's say you are a thug. Why are you live streaming this? Matt, calm down. Let's give some more context before I completely lose my mind. Because I am about to explode, this just pisses me off. By the way, let me clarify. This wasn't John Morant's Instagram Live. This was, I assume, his homeboy's Instagram Live. This was one of his friends. It seems like they're friends. I mean, I don't ride in cars with people I'm not friends with. And of course, they're listening to, guess who? NBA Youngboy. Which is cool. Hey, I listen to NBA Youngboy. I do it all the time. I said I do it all the time. I really don't listen to a lot of NBA Youngboy, but I'll listen to one of his songs every now and then. Come on now, we've all been there. Turn on some NBA Youngboy in the car. I feel like I'm kind of gangster, you know. I start speeding up. If you listen to NBA Youngboy, it makes you want to speed up. Let's just be serious. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Also, when I'm trying to set a new PR, when I'm bench pressing, I turn on NBA Youngboy. It hypes me up. I've said it before in this situation. I'm going to say it again. Music is very, and I mean very, influential. There is something about it where the music we listen to, for that moment when we're listening to the song, we want to feel like that's us. For example, what's that song with Lil Baby and Lil Durk where they're like, scratched $1 million off my checklist 3 years ago. Add 2 zeros to the one, I'm in a different mode. I be singing that, right? Knowing dang well I got $800 to my name. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm out here screaming, yeah, scratched $1 million off my checklist 3 years ago, but in reality, I got $80. So you see what I'm saying? I get it. You guys get it. Music's powerful when we listen to our favorite artists, we want to feel like we're them for 3 or 4 minutes, or at least associated. And I'll go even farther. When rappers sing a lyric and you can relate to it, it hits even harder. Another quick example, when Lil Durk and Lil Baby are always rapping about their chains and watches, I'm doing the same thing and I don't even own a chain or watch. I've literally, no lie, I've been in the shower before flexing a watch and I don't even have anything on my wrist. Another example, rappers are talking about, oh, how they just spent 2 bands on their shoes, and I'm like, heck yeah, meanwhile, I'm wearing Crocs. My shoes were $35. I could go on and on. I think you get the point. I get it. I've been there. I also feel like I'm in a music video when I'm listening to my favorite rap songs. But at the end of the day, I also have some self-conscious and awareness that I know that's not who I am. Ja Morant, on the other hand, oh no, he wants to be about that life. And here's what blows my mind with this situation. Everybody's gonna say how Ja Morant needs therapy. Ja Morant has a problem, they need to fix it. No, he doesn't need therapy. I've said it before. Therapy isn't going to solve this. There is nothing wrong with Ja Morant. He's just a dummy. He's just an idiot. He is just stupid. I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. I know that sounds off as me coming harsh at him, me being vulgar, but that's what it is. He's stupid. I don't know another way to put it. Why is he stupid? Because I actually gave him the benefit of the doubt after the first time. I told you guys, like I just said, hey, he's a young guy making a ton of money. His ego, it got to his head. He kind of felt invincible and he brandished a gun, and it's a one-time thing. He'll learn from it and never do it again. At least that's what I thought, because I knew a way to solve this, or a potential way to solve it, is take away what he loves the most, and that's basketball. And what happened? That's what the Grizzlies did. They said, hey, you want to brandish a gun? You want to act like a gangster or thug? All right, cool, you can do that, but we're suspending you. I thought then and there that was going to be the end of it. I really did, because Ja Morant's a good kid. I will continue to say that Ja Morant isn't a gangster or a thug. He's a wannabe. He's a poser. I wish he would just act like the guy who he really is. It is okay to be yourself. I'm going to tell you guys straight up, I'm not a gangster, and I'm never going to portray to be a gangster. Never will. You can call me soft all day long. I'm not going to try to prove you any different. Am I going to stand up for myself? Yes, but I'm not a gangster. I'm not somebody you should be fearing in this life, and I don't want nobody to fear me in this life. At the same time, though, yeah, I'm 6'2", 225. I bench press 275. Yeah, I can hold my own if need be. But that's only if it ever comes to that. What I'm trying to say is, I didn't grow up in the hood. I didn't grow up in the trenches, so I'm not going to act like I did. I myself, like many of you out there, I grew up in the lower middle class. My mother did a great job of raising me and my brother by herself. Did we have everything we wanted? No, not even close, but we had everything we needed. I grew up in the suburbs. No, I didn't have it really good growing up, but there was also kids that had it way worse than me. And I'm never going to run from that. That's who I am. But the difference is Ja Morant grew up just like I did. The difference is Ja Morant grew up in the suburbs, but yet he wants to portray like he quote-unquote got it out the mud, when in reality, he just didn't. But for some reason, it's a psychological effect. We have programmed our kids nowadays, and people even my age, to think it's not cool to grow up with 2 loving parents. For some odd reason, kids nowadays, they think it's lame to grow up in a good loving family with decent money coming in. And I know this is a little off topic, but I really want my younger people to understand this. And this happened at my high school. People all the time were making fun of people who were rich or had it better off. I'm not lying. People in my high school would laugh at kids going, oh, both your mom and dad in your life? Oh yeah, you're spoiled. You're spoon-fed. Like, what? That is what everybody should strive for in this life. That's a great family to be a part of. I just can't wrap my mind around why kids, they think it is quote-unquote cooler to have it harder growing up than easier. And guess what? Whether you want to say Ja Morant had it good growing up, whether you want to say he didn't have it so good, that's besides the point. The point is, either way, he made it out of that situation. So even if you want to say, oh, he had it rough growing up, well, guess what? Now he doesn't. Now he's got all the money in the world. All he has to do is play basketball, and he is going to be a billionaire. Do y'all understand that? His kids would never have to work another day in his life if he just played basketball and laid low. He has a contract currently, and this does not count as sponsorships, up to, what is it? I think he didn't get a, what was it, first team, all team selection, something like that. So he's only making $200 million. But you add on some of the sponsors, oh yeah, he's definitely got $250 million coming in. So right now, as long as he doesn't screw this up, Ja Morant, at bare minimum, is going to make over $250 million. I know what you're sitting there saying. Okay, Matt, I already know that. Why are you bringing it up? I'm bringing it up because You're no longer a gangster or hood or trench baby, whatever you want to call it. Ja Morant, you don't have to put on this fake persona anymore. I don't care how many times you want to do this. Nobody's going to fear you. You're a dang near quarter billionaire. I'm going to be real with y'all for a second. I kind of felt bad for him the first guy. Young guy, money, ego, everything, fame, notoriety, it got to his head. Felt a little bit invincible, and man, the media, including myself, we kind of crushed him for it. We really did. But with this happening the second time within a 3-month span, no, I don't feel sorry for you. Ja Morant, I mean this in the most respectful way possible. You're just not very smart. I said this a couple of days ago talking about an Alabama 5-star recruit who got kicked off of the football team, and I'm going to say it again for this situation. Ja Morant, do you want to be a basketball player or do you want to be a gangster and thug? Which one? You can't be both. It's not going to work out, trust me. And especially with all this going on, do you not think the FBI and CIA isn't watching your every single move? Because they are. And if y'all think not, well, I don't want to dive into all this, but there's definitely higher ups that work for the NBA, and they can find out anything and everything on Ja Morant. They can probably tell the Grizzlies right now where he's at and what he's doing. The higher ups are a real thing, but that's a conspiracy theory for a different day. And here's another reason why I don't feel bad for him. The NBA warned you. They gave you a slap on the wrist last time. This time, shoot, man, I don't know what's going to happen. It could be some serious repercussions. Because now at this point, if I'm the NBA and I'm the Grizzlies, I'm looking at this like, dang, he's kind of disrespecting us. He's slapping us in the face. He went out here and did the same thing only a couple months later. I expect to see a harsh punishment come out soon. And I may or may not talk about this more in the future, but why are you hanging out with these type of people? Why are you still hanging out with people that influence you to do bad things? You know what they say, it's cliche and corny, but it holds true. You are who you hang with. If I was Ja Morant, this is just me, I'd be hanging out with billionaires. You wouldn't catch me around anybody whose net worth wasn't at mine or if not higher. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you never want to be the smartest nor the richest man in the room, never. Because at that point in time, you got everything to lose, and those people around you, they got everything to gain. I don't know another way to put this. How can you be this dumb? It's just being dumb, man, and it goes back to this. He understands that if he does stuff like this, he's going to get suspended. But yet, he continues to do it over and over and over and over. And it also goes back to this. You can't want better for anybody else in this life. At the end of the day, they got to want it. I can't feel bad for this man. I can't. Let me know your thoughts down below. But,